If she was at $1 of cash flow, I would tell her, hey, let's go through the Money Max analysis. It's free. Find out, how the Money Max would help take that $1 and turn her whole situation around. That's crazy, isn't it? That a product is available out there that can take you when you think you're in dire straits, take $1 and turn your whole situation around. That is what the Money Max does. And it is crazy, crazy good. So, most of the time, there's always options. This worksheet's not complete with this lady. So, there's probably options that I'm not even aware of. And that's what my hope is, because that's kind of scary for an older person that's probably worked all of their life and they're stuck in a situation to where they're going to have to sell their home. That's not fair. And you know what? I think we need to have a little bit of compassion on people that have worked their whole lives and they've been married, and all of a sudden a spouse passes away and leaves them in this situation. Um, Very sad, very sad. And I've seen it a few times. One time I was working with a man, and they were working together on their finances. And, it was a pretty easy scenario because they both were on retirement. They both were bringing in, it was just retirement, but they were making it. They were bringing in Social Security. They were making it. It was okay. And we were setting them up a strategy. And the guy contacted me like the next Monday, and he said his wife had passed away through the weekend. And now there was no additional income. And it was just him with all of the debt. That was sad slash crazy that all of that occurred while we were working together. So, just because somebody's in a negative like this, very when I look at an older retiree that's in a negative, I always assume something happened to get them in this situation, because older people, and I'm older, okay, so I'm older. I admit it. I'm just not to the retirement age yet. I look like I'm to the retirement age, but I'm not there yet. But when older people are in a situation, I think that it is super sad, because they've worked all their lives probably, or maybe you were a stay at home mom and a housekeeper, and then your husband passes away, and now you're trying to figure out how to handle everything. That's why when I look at my infinite banking policies, I get super excited because I know that I've done everything I can do to set it up now to where that when I'm gone, money's not going to be the problem for my husband, for my children. It's just not, because I'm funding those policies through my line of credit. I don't have, I didn't have like a big bunch of money sitting around and I'm like, oh yeah, I've got 100,000 sitting over here in the bank. Let me just take it and throw it into that infinite banking so, I can get those life policies started. No, I had zero sitting in the bank. So, but I learned where I can take the line of credit, fund it, fund it, fund it, let my income go back in, I'll work those balances down, get ready to fund again. So those are set up. The security of the family financially is fine. And now I'm just working to, keep making money, to be a giver, to take care of the things that we need, stuff like that. But the pressure of your family and what's going to happen to them financially after you're gone, you can end that. You can take that stress off of you pretty easily if you learn about those infinite banking policies, how they work. Oh, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. I love them. And I'm so thankful that that option is out there for usins. I said it. Usins. us people, we who need an option on making sure that our family is provided for once we're gone. Okay. Please remind us what is asked for when you're setting up a whole lot. Policy to go to the line to ensure you can go to the line of credit. Please remind us what you asked for when setting up the whole life policy. Okay, so first of all, I went to a local agent when I first heard about, infinite banking concept and I wanted to do that. I went to a local agent who set them up completely wrong. There you go, Stephanie. I hope that that answered your question. So I started researching, and after I started Fantastic, I found Chris Noggle, and I actually knew what I was looking for by that time because I had studied R. Nelson Nash's strategy, and I knew, okay, I was in the wrong one with an IUL. So I went to him, and Chris his team set up policies for me that are set up correctly. I have been in those for over a year now. Did my second funding. The first three were IULs, and I've got them. No, they're four. I had four set up wrong. Don't go to your local agent and say, "Hey, I want to do this infinite banking concept.